Okay, when I drill the holes in the back here for these screws, I don't want to drill the holes any larger than I have to because I want the screw to grab the back. Like you can see here, there's not going to be a whole lot of thread, maybe only about 3/16 of an inch on the point I'm going to grind off anyway. So there's not going to be a whole lot of thread grabbing. So I want the hole as small as reasonably possible. However, if it's too small, when I put the screw in, this board could crack here. So I'm thinking, why don't I just reinforce the ends here, the end grain, with CA glue? I don't see why this shouldn't work if I'm careful and don't let it run around to the front. I don't think it's going to soak through. I know it's going to discolor the ends here, but that's okay. This is the back. Nobody sees it anyway. You know, I'm realizing now I should have done this before I put the wipe on poly. Now I'm also realizing I guess I didn't need to do the whole thing. I can start to smell it. And I think I'm going to move the camera because I don't think I want those fumes coming up around the camera. Well, clearly here I put way too much on. I think I better dab some of that off. Actually, I'm only planning on putting a screw here and a screw here. So I didn't need to do the whole thing. That was stupid. Okay, on this end I'm just going to put a little bit on. Now I did put a couple of drops on the ends so it'll soak into the end grain. Right here, and the same on the other end. I don't know if it will or not. I think that the wipe on poly has probably sealed it already. As they say, hindsight is better than foresight, and I don't think that this helped a whole lot. Maybe a little, but all it did was make the back of my dowel board look kinda, well, I guess it didn't hurt. Well, another stupid mistake. Gotta re-drill this one. Put it about here, I guess. Or here. Except I want it a little bit more towards the corner of the dowel board. Not more in the center, if you know what I mean. So I think I'll just make the hole right there. Good thing nobody's gonna see inside this clock. Yeah, that's going to be okay. So I want to mark the back of the dowel board so I know where to drill the holes exactly. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to mark it with a screw. And the way I'm going to do it is I'm going to put it in, and I'm just going to turn it backwards so it doesn't accidentally suddenly dig in. And I think that should work. Oh yeah, I can see that easy. I've settled on a 9/64 inch drill bit here. And but before I actually want to drill at the back of the dowel board, I'm going to just do a little test hole here and just see how well do those threads of the screws actually grab. So now you should remember I am planning to grind down the point there. Well, you know, that feels about right. Not too tight, not too loose. Now the idea is I've got the drill press adjusted so that it stops just before it would go through to the other side. Once again, that's the plan. And nothing came through. Okay, now I want to remember that this screw is about 1/4 of an inch longer than this screw. So I don't want to get them mixed up and accidentally puncture right through to the front of my dial. Now I haven't tried this yet, so we're going to go very, very easy here. I don't know when or how I did this, but it must have been just recently. So that means I've got to refinish the top before I can even begin to try and put the movement in. I was going to try and put the movement in just now, and then I noticed this. Well, I guess that's got tomorrow on it.